Welcome to our weekly coaches show with the basketball coach of the women's team here at Missouri Baptist Irish Dixon. I'm Harry Schroeder. Listen, last week we got to watch you play William Woods and beat them, and then you had the overtime loss at Lindenwood-Belleville. So you guys have had some really exciting games the last couple of weeks. You guys are 3-3 now. Let's talk a little bit about 6 games in. Here we are. How are you feeling?
Not too bad. We still got some improvements to work on. We still got some fundamentals that we need to work on. By no means have we arrived, so every day is a work in progress.
Overtime games, that's a heartbreaker, and I know that's a big rivalry as well. But you guys stand at 2-1, only one team undefeated in the AMC. How are you seeing that conference race pulling out? I know it's early.
It's up in the air. Columbia's undefeated, doing great. There are other teams. It's hit or miss. So you just never know right now. So I think it's anyone's lead for the taking. Of course, a few teams have to go in there and beat Columbia. But with the way games have been going, the past few weeks, like I said, you just never know who might win, who might lose.
You kind of have a gap right now. Don't play for a little while. What will you be working on with the ladies?
Definitely working on free throws, working on shooting. With that overtime loss, it came down to some free throws. It came down to taking care of the ball. So we will definitely be working on the fundamentals of the game.
Klingle-Hafer gets a bunch of points the other night, and Jerica Hawkins continues to produce. But in that William Woods game, I thought that we saw Kennedy Smith kind of emerge a little bit, and then she had a pretty good game for you again against Lindenwood.
Yeah, she has consistently been stepping up, and that's great. Taylor had a great game against William Woods. Not a great game against Lindenwood-Belleville. They took her out of a game a little bit, but other people stepped up, and that's what we're all about. Team effort. When one is not able to do on scoring, then they can do on rebounding, they can do on assists, they can do on other things. So it's not just one person that we're looking at. We're looking at the whole team. I
remember our first interview. We talked about your military background. You're involved in artillery, and I said, "Oh, you must like to be a bomber." Well, here you are. You're the second leading scoring team in the AMC. Surprised by that number?
I am a little bit, but we do like to transition. We do like to push the ball, and I'm all about getting the easier bucket. We talked about that 3-point percentage, that I wasn't concerned about it, and I'm still not concerned about it. If I can take the easy bucket, I will get it.
You guys, the schedule doesn't get any easier, though. You've got a very tough league to play in. Like I said, though, you've got some time off. I did want to ask you a question. You're at a faith-based university. Mm-hmm. Talk a little bit about the value of that, the advantages to being at a campus like that?
One, it allows us an opportunity to express who we are in terms of being a Christian institution. The girls understand, my values, they understand my beliefs, and I try to instill that with them. And we try to relay that on the court as well. We're all about exhibiting the 5 NEI characteristics. Servant leadership being one of those, sportsmanship being a big part of that. And that comes with the background that we have here at Missouri Baptist. We do team devotions. We pray, before and after games. So it is a big part of who we are. Overall, the main thing is that I want these young ladies to grow up to be young women that are respected and can be respected and have a great relationship with the Lord.
If you're a young lady, you need to come here. That was awesome. A little bit of a break. Let's talk about recruiting. Do you use kind of time like this to get out and see some of the high school, particularly these holiday tournaments coming up?
Oh, definitely. We're recruiting constantly. When we're not working with the teams or anything like that, we are recruiting, trying to get better players in here to fill those slots that we are losing this next year.
When you do your recruiting, what's the sales pitch to young ladies across the St. Louis area or anywhere? But I'm a St. Louis high school fan, so
Missouri Baptist is a great place to be. Get a great education and get a great opportunity to experience the college life and to play basketball.
When you look at your team, what's the one thing you think? Okay, in the next week to 2 weeks, as we're really launching into conference play, this is what we have to improve on.
Taking care of the ball. Finishing in the paint, our defensive effort, rebounding is always a big key.
You had a ton of rebounds against Lindenwood. You had like 50 rebounds.
You can never rebound too much, and I think while you have a lot of rebounds, sometimes it's the critical rebounds that matter.
Appreciate your time. That's head coach Iris Dixon. We'll be back next week with the Coaches Show. I'm Harry Schroeder. You're watching it on the Spartan Digital Network.